Get a divorce with Brian immediately. I'm gonna be his wife from now on. What? Grab and sign the divorce papers by the end of the day. After that, start packing your bags and get out of the house. I'll be moving into that wonderful house soon. Sorry, but who are you? Ordering me to get a divorce with my husband out of nowhere without introducing yourself first is a bit confusing on my end. Goodness, you don't know who I am. We were so close in middle school.
Huh? With me?
Yep, I tormented you and you endured it. That was our dynamic, wasn't it? I remember that sandwich you tried your hardest to get first being so good. Wait, Lindsay? Took you a while. You're still clueless as ever, I see. Why would you contact me after all these years? Not to mention the demands to get a divorce. That's because I'm in a relationship with your husband, which is why I will be marrying him. You are a hindrance to my happiness, so get lost already. In a relationship. Wait, so he was cheating on me with you, Lindsay. Oh, so you were aware that he was cheating? Maybe you aren't entirely clueless. Anybody could tell that he was cheating from a mile away with all the little marks he has around his collarbone. I would find lipstick or earrings dropped in his car as well. Obviously, the woman he was with was trying to get me to realize he was cheating on me. That would be all me. Be sure to give those back to me later, by the way. I had thoughts about hiring an investigator to find the woman he was cheating on me with, but you came forth instead, so I guess there's no need for that anymore. Didn't expect it to be with someone from my middle school, though. I'm guessing that you were aware that I'm married to him as you were doing all this. Well, duh. It annoyed me to find out that a woman like you was living a lavish life with your CEO husband, so I decided to take him from you. Wait, is the CEO's husband? I'll be replacing you as his wife. He seems utterly infatuated with me already anyway. If you know what's good for you, you'll get a divorce immediately. Okay, wait. Just so that we're on the same page here, let me get some of the facts straight. Are you aware of what you're trying to do, Lindsay? You are going to have to pay me a consultation fee if I do end up getting this divorce. Huh? Just because I endured your bullying back then doesn't mean I won't stand up for myself now and get the money I deserve from this affair. I'm offended that you think I would be so low as to not be prepared for this. I have the money prepared already. You'll receive a grand total of $5,000 from me. You're willing to give me that much? $5,000 is nothing to me if that's what it takes to get a CEO husband. You'll get all this money I had in my savings, get a divorce, and the money's yours. Okay, but just to let you know, that husband of mine doesn't work. What? Are you sure you want to go through with this? I will happily agree to get a divorce if you are sure. What are you talking about? Brian does have a job. He's a CEO. Don't be saying such stupid things. I'm telling the truth, though. I already did my research. He's definitely a CEO. This pathetic last attempt to get me to change my mind isn't going to work. I'll hand you the money, so get out of here. Hey, Brian, I hope you realize that I'm aware that you've been cheating on me this entire time, right? With a girl named Lindsay?
What? How did you find out?
She just texted me just now about it. She told me she'll give me the consultation money if I get a divorce with you. She's really set on getting married to you.
Huh? Lindsay said all that.
She seemed pretty serious about it. I was offered $5,000 if I get a divorce with you.
She had that much money saved up just to have me? She's so kind. A woman willing to give up that much money for me has to be my soulmate.
Whoa, what?
Bree, our relationship needs to end here. I'm getting married to Lindsay. I have to respond to this love that she has shown to me.
Wow. You are really head over heels for this girl. Well, if that's what you guys want, then I'll sign the papers. Just make sure you pay what needs to be paid as well. She has her money prepared, so you need to as well.
Of course. I'll head to the city hall and grab the papers right now. We'll talk about the important details tonight. I'll give you whatever money I need. Just don't beg for me to come back, okay?
What kind of sick joke is this? Brian really doesn't have a job? I told you, and if you would have listened, I could have told you that he hasn't had a job for 2 years now. After his former job dismissed him, he hasn't worked. 2 years? I make quite a decent amount, so we talked about it, and he agreed to take care of the house. But I was told he was a CEO. Huh? Oh, I get it now. He's just temporarily jobless. That's why he decided just to become a stay-at-home husband. It's just a temporary thing. Just like those people you see on social media. You know, the ones who joke around about their businesses being bought out and becoming jobless. Ah, yeah, those guys. Those comment sections are filled with the same comments, too. Brian has to be one of those guys as well. He just got so tired of working so much as a CEO. That's why he's relaxing and enjoying life as a stay-at-home husband. Which means that even if he is jobless, there's no problem whatsoever. I panicked and texted you. What? We just got married. Just you wait. I'll be showing off my lavish lifestyle to everyone. Look at this. Starting today, this luxury apartment will be our new home. It looks absolutely amazing, as expected from a former CEO. Just thinking about having this amazing view all to myself is just amazing. Wow, you guys moved to an amazing place like this? Even if he isn't working, as long as you have the money, you can afford to live in luxury towers like this. How do you feel? Jealous? Is Brian really paying the rent for that? Yup, the rent is $2,000 a month. That much? That shouldn't be a problem for him, though. He probably has so much money saved from his clients. It's like a dream to be able to live in a place like this. I really did make the right choice taking him from you. Paying you $5,000 doesn't hurt at all when that's almost 3 months worth of rent here. Thanks for the rich husband. I'll be enjoying my lavish life with his hard-earned money. He doesn't have any money left over to be able to pay for all of that. What? I checked his bank account when we were getting divorced. Most of his money was given over to me for consultation fees and whatnot. So all he has left in his savings is a small amount that he had before he married me. And from what I saw, he only has exactly $2,000 left. What? Only 2,000? That should cover 1 month's worth of rent, right? I guess that 5,000 you sent me would have come in handy. What are you talking about? A former CEO shouldn't be broke. Did you take all his hard-earned money? You took a large amount of money from him, claiming that it's all fees that he had to pay you. I wouldn't be able to take a large amount of money from him legally. You should really hurry up and come to your senses about Brian not being his CEO. I've been curious to know what led you to believe that he is. I've been telling you from the start that he isn't. He definitely is. His friend was saying that he is. Wait, what? His friend? Yeah. I happen to know one of his friends, and when I was drinking with him, he told me that he's a friend of a CEO. So I had him introduce me to Brian. Wait, when you say friend, do you mean someone from his middle school days? Bingo! They were apparently classmates and were on the same sports team. So, this might come as a shock to you, but when he calls Brian CEO, he's referring to him by the nickname he was given by them. What? He isn't in charge of a company at all. He was just called CEO by all his friends back in middle school, and continued to be called that even as an adult. What? A nickname? Brian may look slim now, but when he was in middle school, he was a bit more on the chubby side, and due to that, he looked older than he actually was. Plus, his family was pretty well off, so he got a larger allowance than the other kids around him, which led him to being called CEO by everyone. You're lying. There's no way that's true. Do you think I would be stupid enough to fall for something like that? You definitely misunderstood his friends, and now you've convinced yourself of this lie. I can't believe this is happening. We moved to a luxury apartment. Okay, you know what? You should go check his bank account and see for yourself. Or you could ask him yourself, then you'll know the truth.
This is the worst. Lindsay started attacking me out of nowhere. Even my parents never laid their hands on me before.
How unfortunate, but it's all because she had a huge misunderstanding about something relating to you. You should forgive your adorable wife for the small bump in your marriage.
Don't be stupid. I never told her a single lie. Just because she misunderstood something on her own, and now I'm getting called a liar. This is so unfair.
Yeah, but you also contributed to her misunderstanding. You were the one who decided to move to an apartment that has rent of $2,000 a month. You barely have anything saved in your account, and considering you don't have a job...
That's because I tried my best to convince the real estate agents to let me. I was really worried that they would reject us. Lindsay told me that I could do it, and she seemed really ecstatic about the apartment, so I just had to get it for her.
So you forced your way through into renting the place.
I had to get on my knees and beg for this. I even signed a contract stating that the moment we were unable to afford the rent, we'd move out immediately.
You signed a contract?
I had to, or else they wouldn't let me rent the place. Plus, my pride was on the line here. There was no way I could forgive myself for letting down my woman. Plus, I figured that if I get lucky with being able to live here, I could also find a good job to continue paying for it.
You're kidding, right?
I've been told that good shoes take you to good places. So by that logic, living in a good home, give me a good job.
So, did you find a good job then?
No, I'm not. Anybody who looks at my resume thinks I'm lying. My lack of experience and my address written on there don't add up to them. They flat out tell me that they can't trust someone who isn't being blunt about their situation.
So your address is the source of your unluckiness. Well then, good luck on preparing to move. I'm sure you guys will be forced out by the owner soon. Give me back that 5,000. I demand that you hand over the money this instant. I don't want to. Why would I do that? Because that's the decent thing to do. This all happened due to a misunderstanding. I only handed you that money because I thought I was gonna marry a CEO. But seeing he's jobless, there was no reason for me to hand you all that money. Even if it was a misunderstanding, cheating is still cheating. You guys decided to commit adultery, and I was just doing as you guys asked and got a divorce. You aren't getting that money back. Don't be acting tough now, little girl. You were just a sore loser who I picked on. If I say that you have to give me back that money, you will give me back that money. You will regret it if you continue to disobey me. That does sound rather scary. You remember my older brother, don't you? The famous delinquent of our town. I can just ask him to go over and beat you up until you decide to listen. You'll be unrecognizable once he's done. There you go again. Bring your brother into this again. You haven't changed a single bit. That's how you got me scared enough to endure you bullying me in middle school. You haven't changed from that loser personality either, though. That's why your husband is jobless and leeching off of you. Maybe so, but I have worked hard for myself. As you can see, I'm standing up for myself like I couldn't in middle school. Are you trying to go against me? Even a loser like me can work hard enough and get to a better position. You can have your brother beat me up if you want, but don't regret everything afterwards. If that happens, I'll just have your brother be fired immediately. What? As the CEO of my company, I can fire him easily. So if you can handle that weight on your shoulders, then go for it. What? Wait. You're the CEO of the company my brother works at? Yeah, I took over the family business, and your brother is one of my employees. It's such a friendly environment, and I talk to your brother a lot. Really? He told me just recently that he's getting married. Your favorite brother is getting married. He was so excited to tell me that he finally gets to marry his long-term girlfriend. You're kidding. You even know about him getting married? Your precious brother is getting married, so you decided to as well, I'm guessing. But starting off from square one with getting a boyfriend was too much work, so you decided to be a homewrecker and steal the husband of a girl you used to bully. Well, you see, I feel bad for your brother. He became a proper man, planning to get married, have a fancy wedding, and get enough money to get a nice house for his wife. Yet, all that will become impossible if he gets fired for harming his boss. Wait, stop! I won't do anything like that. So please, don't fire my brother. Don't tell my brother anything about me either. Well, too late now. You won't listen to a word I say. Huh? Well, you committed adultery with my husband and still ask for the consultation money back. Even when I said I don't want to, you persist. So obviously I'm gonna need another person to intervene. You would listen to your own family, right? What? No! Stop! Stop! Our conversations aren't aligning, so I figured I should ask your brother who's in the wrong. If he says that I should give you the money back, then I will. I'm serious. Stop. You don't have to give me the money back. Just keep it. So please don't say anything to my brother. I gotta get back to work now. My break's ending soon. Wait! Oh, your brother walked into the break room. What perfect timing! I'm gonna go ask him. Talk to you later. Stop! Please, anything but that. After Lindsay's brother heard about the entire situation, she was thoroughly lectured and also got beaten up by her brother. With her face all battered and bruised, she came to me crying for forgiveness. She got kicked out by her own family, and her brother demanded that she never return. He told all his friends that if they see her, they have his permission to kick her out of town. Her own former delinquent brother turned back on her. As for my ex-husband, Brian, he seems to have no luck finding any work, eventually becoming homeless. He seems to be hanging on to the memories of the luxury apartment he got forced out of, as he stays at a park nearby.
Good morning, Colleen. Dan's looking amazeballs as usual. So, hurry up and get a divorce already. Good morning, Ashley. As I've told you before, Dan and I are not getting a divorce. You need to stop hating on him. It's starting to bother him. You have no idea how Dan really feels, do you? He has to hide his love for me because he can't be with me since you won't divorce him. He's honorable like that. Why won't you stop avoiding reality? Pack your stuff and just leave. Then Dan and I could finally be together. Don't be a sore loser, Colleen. Ugh. How many times have we had this conversation? I know, right? So please, get the divorce. We're not getting a divorce. Stop asking. Anyway, I have to go to work, so bye. So you're running away from this conversation? That proves you know I'm right. You can't hide from the truth, Colleen. Your marriage is dead, okay? It's time to set Dan free. Hey, Dan. I heard from Ashley this morning. Convinced as ever that you love her. You okay? Hey. I ran into her at the corner. It took me forever to get rid of her. I ended up sprinting to catch the train. Seriously? Seriously. And today you wore your best suit freshly pressed because of that meeting you had with the CEO. I know, right? I started out the day in such a bad mood, but I had to ground myself for the meeting. Sounds stressful. Congrats for getting through it, though. Oh yeah, about that meeting. Yeah? I seriously didn't see this coming. It's huge. I'll tell you all about it when I get home. Huge? A huge step towards the future. Wow. But it's a major change for our family, and it won't be easy. The boss told me we should discuss if we are really up for it before making a decision. I wonder what it could be. It's too much to text, so we'll have a long talk when I get home, okay? All right. See you in a few hours. Love you. Love you more. Colleen! Hey, how you doing? So, I see you're getting a lot of visitors lately. I knew it. So you're finally getting the divorce. What? Now what have you dreamed up? Never mind. I might as well tell you now. Ashley, we're going to be moving soon. That's why you see us having guests over a lot. Oh, so that's why you've been throwing out more garbage lately than usual. And the thrift store truck, too. They came for a pickup. Are you watching us? That's pretty creepy. Anyway, could you please stop stalking my husband? Stalking? That is not what I am doing. Dan can't show his affection towards me because he's an honorable man. He loves me so much that he can barely look at me when we are together. knowing he can't touch me. So that's why I tell him every day, as much as I can, that I know he loves me, and we're soulmates. You're crazy. You're the crazy one. You won't admit that Dan's heart is mine now, even though it's totally obvious. Oh, about that. You have a wonderful husband and the sweetest little daughter. How can you, being a wife and mother, chase a married man around? How do you feel about that? Oh, that. Don't worry, we're getting a divorce. Oh? Really? Well, yeah. You know. No, I don't know. You're just pretending not to know because you don't want to admit it. Oh, Ashley, I never know what you're saying anymore. Anyway, the move is definite. So please stop stalking my husband. All right. I'll leave him alone. For now. Hi, Dan. How did it go with Ashley this morning? Oh, yeah. She was unusually reserved today. Maybe because you told her about the move. She usually talks my ear off, but today she just said a casual hi and kept walking. But I think she was waiting for me at the corner, though. I guess that's an improvement. Well, I'm not sure about that. What's going on? The way she ogles me. What? It's intense. Real intense. Ew. It really grosses me out. Oh, and she lingers on hugs. I hate that. I don't think we could have been any clearer about everything. I know, and I can't come out and say, please stop gawking at me, because I'll look so full of myself. And she could just say, no, I didn't, and then what? Ugh. I can't wait to move. Me too. Oh yeah. I finally got in touch with Ashley's husband. Really? I was wondering why I hadn't seen him around lately, and it turns out he got assigned to a project out of state for work. I ran into him while he was back on a visit, so I told him what's going on with Ashley. What did he say? He said he's sorry about all the trouble Ashley is causing us. And it's true that they're getting a divorce. They're going through a custody battle right now. He found out that Ashley's leaving their daughter at his sister's all the time. So he came back to try to reason in court that she's neglectful and shouldn't have custody. I see. I guess they have a lot going on too. Yeah, either way, we're out of here in a week. Yeah, we'll just have to tough it out. Morning, Colleen! I saw you and your daughter leaving with all your stuff just now. Your husband looked so sad waving goodbye to your daughter. But I guess that means it finally happened. You got the divorce! So that means he's going to ask me to marry him tomorrow. I can't believe it. Actually, I have good news too. My divorce was finalized yesterday. We had a messy custody battle that dragged out. In the end, he got custody, but it's fine. I'll just make babies with Dan and start over. Just gotta wait to save up for our fairy tale wedding. Well, I'd better get packing. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm ready to start moving my things. Oh, oops. Can you give me Dan's number? What? Ashley, I just noticed all the notifications. Give me his contact info now! Oh, so you don't even know his number? It's just Dan playing hard to get. Exchanging phone numbers before we were both officially divorced could lead to misunderstandings, you know? Besides, we see each other all the time and celebrate our secret love. Secret love. I just thought we could exchange all our contact info when we started living together. But I just took my stuff over there, and I can't get in because the door's locked. I guess Dan went out. Why don't you go back to your house? I just gave my keys back to the landlord. That's why I need to talk to Dan ASAP. Come on, just tell me. I don't think so. What? What do you care? You're divorced, right? So what is this? You still can't get over him? Really, Colleen, this is getting pathetic. Get over it. Petty is not a good look on you. I even told my parents about my marriage to Dan. It's time to exit left gracefully. Ashley, I don't know where you got the idea, but we're not divorced. We're not getting divorced. What? But you said you were moving out. Yeah. We're all moving together. Huh? You're going back to your parents' house because you got a divorce, right? Your kid is leaving her elementary school, right? Because you got custody and you're moving away with your kid. Ugh, I'm telling you, we're all moving together. Of course Dan is coming with us. Besides, I never said I was going to get a divorce. Then why did I see Dan waving by at the door while you drove away with your kid? Wouldn't a happy family travel together? My husband had to stop by the company before our trip, so we left separately. I'm with him now at the airport. The airport? That's right. If you're flying there, I guess it's pretty far. Dan was promoted to branch manager in Switzerland. Switzerland? I'm not going to tell you which city. I wouldn't put it past you to follow us there. You can't do that. Dan wants to marry me. Give him back. If you don't let him leave your loveless marriage, how will he ever know true happiness with me? If you still care for him, let him go. You can't keep soulmates apart. You'll see. Ashley. What? So apparently you won't give a straight answer to Dan when he asks this, but I really need to know. What is it? Why do you think Dan is your soulmate? Huh? You know, it was really sudden when you started stalking Dan. What started it? I really don't appreciate being called a stalker, but fine. It was so romantic. Like a fairy tale. It still gives me butterflies. So, I dropped my keys walking past your house. He picked up the keys and smiled that beautiful smile of his and said, "Here you go." And at that moment, we fell in love. Okay. And when did this happen? I remember exactly. It was last October, the first Saturday of the month, in the afternoon. Okay, then. So, that wasn't my husband. What? I'm almost positive Dan was at a friend's wedding that day. He drove back to his hometown on Friday to be ready for the big day. Saturday afternoon would be during that wedding. Oh, and just so you know, he didn't come home until Saturday. We have plenty of pictures of him at the wedding, and there's no way he could make the drive back here on such a busy weekend. That means there's no way whoever picked up your keys for you was Dan. What? But I saw him coming out of your house. Oh, That was probably an Amazon delivery guy. I don't believe you. I specifically remember thinking, wow, this guy looks a lot like my husband. What? What did you buy? I don't remember. Why not? It's been months. And besides, this is just a guess, okay? I didn't see the guy pick up your keys. I wasn't there. I'm just trying to prove to you that it wasn't my husband. But... So, I think I proved to you that you're mistaking Dan for someone else. I guess you're right. I'm crushed, but I know I met my soulmate. That's great. I wish you luck in finding him. What? You're not going to help me? I can't. My plane is leaving soon. No! Wait! Don't leave me like this! Where am I supposed to go? Where? I can't go back to my old house. Actually, there was a little issue, and I can't stay at my parents' either. If you're moving to Switzerland, does that mean you sold your house? Yeah, of course. I'm homeless! They're calling us to the gate. What? Take care. Bye. No! Help me! Help! Ashley's ex-husband told me about what happened after that. Apparently, right after my last conversation with her, she tried to get back with him. He'd actually moved away with his parents, kid, and sister to start fresh somewhere else. So he obviously shut that down fast. I heard about this from the moms at school, but Ashley tracked down her soulmate delivery guy. It turns out he tricked her and conned Ashley out of all she had. On top of that, everyone knew how psycho she got with my husband and cut her out of their lives. Word is she's looking to make ends meet. It was the kind of incident that shook me to the core, especially because it all started from a case of mistaken identity.